Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm gonna give you a full tutorial on how to get this cut crease tri-tone red smoky look with a red lip. The lip is gonna look a little bit different in the video just because I added a gloss on top because I hate matte lipsticks. So by the time I was done, I had to throw a gloss on because my lips felt so dry. This is just an intense butter gloss from NYX in peanut butter that I put on top of the lip I'm wearing. It's not going to say it in the video, but in case you're wondering. And yeah, I'm going to show you how to get this full beat amazing look. The audio was a little bit off in my last video because I don't have a mic, so I'm trying to use the iPhone earphone mic, so that's why you see an earphone hanging off my ear. Hopefully the audio is a little better for my intro. This is still going to be a voiceover until I can get a full-on mic so you guys can have talk through videos. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing this red look, then just keep watching. I wanted to do something that was more neutral because my past two videos have been like bold looks and a lot of you guys are at home like, what is neutral about this, Ariel? But the color scheme is a lot more wearable. It's still a pretty intense eye look, but eyeshadow is my favorite part of my makeup, so that's why my eye looks are always so intense in my videos. But yeah, if you do like this look, keep watching so you can learn how to do it. And of course, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, give the video a thumbs up if you like it, and turn on my post notifications if you want to see my future videos. And as usual, my social media is going to be listed at the end of the video and in the description box, so you can follow me everywhere else and see more about my life. You can see my daughter and cool stuff like that. I am really obsessed with this look. I think that it is so pretty. I didn't have like an idea of what I wanted to do in my head. I just kind of sat here. I was like, I'm gonna film something, and this is what came out of it. And I'm so super happy with this look. So if you want to see how to get it, then just keep on watching. Hey guys, so to start off, I've already primed my lids and done my brows off camera. I'm just using a band-aid to put on the corners of my eyes so I can get a clean edge. I get these band-aids in Target for $1. They're super good and I like them better than tape just because they're meant for your face. So the first color I'm going into is from the Morphe 39A palette, and it's the one you just saw on the screen. I'm taking it on a big fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to blend it back and forth in my crease, focusing most of the color on the outer edge of my eye. And I'm being very sloppy with this color because it's just our transition shade. It's just the base we're laying down for the other shadows. Next, I'm going in with this red shade from the Morphe palette on a big fluffy brush as well. And I'm blending it in the same areas. Like I said, I'm focusing most of the pigment on that outer corner towards the band-aid. And I'm taking the first brush to blend out the edge of this color. Next, I'm going in with a e.l.f. blending brush. It's like a Sigma E25, so it's a little flat but it's still fluffy, and I'm using that same red shade, and I'm just using this brush to build the intensity in the same areas. This is a trick for if you want to use the same shade but have it look more intense, to use a smaller brush to pack more color on. And I'm going back to my first brush and I'm blending everything out in between. Next, I'm going in with this deep brown shade, and I'm going to pack that on the outer corner with the same brush and cover it with the red shade for the really intense outer corner. Next, I'm going in with the black shade from the palette, and I'm going to pack it on my outer corner with a dense blending brush. And then I'm using that first brush to blend the color through and into the inner corner. And I'm just doing a lot of blending at this point to make sure I blend out all the harsh edges so that we have a seamless look. And I'm taking that first color again and I'm using it to blend out the edge. Next, I'm going in with this light shade and I'm going to use it to clean up my brow bone. So I'm going to pack the color on and then blend it with that fluffy brush just so that it looks like I have a gap in between my eyebrows and the shadows, because I get a little crazy when I'm blending. Next, I'm going in with my concealer and I'm just going to cut the inner 2/3 of my lid. I'm going to start with the concealer one and then I'm going to go in with a brush and use it to blend it out and really get that harsh line that I want for the cut. And when I get to the outer edge of the concealer, I'm going to flip my brush over and blend backwards so that it looks diffused. And this video is sped up, guys. Trust me, this took me like 10 minutes to do on its own. And I'm going to go in with some concealer on my brush. And I'm just going to put another layer on so that I have a really bright lid so that the color looks pigmented and it pops when I add the shimmers. And I'm using a concealer brush just to press the concealer in so that I can avoid any extra creasing. And again, I'm doing the same thing to the other eye. And I messed up a little bit here, but you can see me just using my blending brush to clean it up and then recutting the areas that I need to. Next, I'm going in with this shimmery red shade on a flat shader brush, and I'm going to pack it on the middle of my lid, leaving about 1/3 of lid space on each side. And I'm spraying my brush just to make sure that that color is really metallic. And I'm using that first packing blending brush that I used for the black shade in order to blend out the lines so that it looks like the color is fading from the dark to the red and not that I just put another color in between, because I want it to look like a gradient rather than just 3 different colors. Next, I'm cleaning off my brush and I'm going in with this light shade. It looks peachy when I apply it, but it looks mauve in the palette. So I think it has a lot to do with my skin tone and that concealer I laid down underneath. But yeah, and I'm just packing this color on the inner third of my eye. And then I'm going to flip the brush over and get some of the red on the brush, and I'm going to use it to blend the 2 colors together, because again, I want it to look like the colors are fading in between each other. And I'm just packing on some more of that dark color to get that darkness back in the outer edge, and I'm blending it in through the inner corner so that it looks really intense and cut. And I lost some of that shimmer blending, so I'm just adding it on. Next, I am taking off the tape, and I tried my hardest to get my wing on camera, guys, but it was just not working out for me. So I had to switch to like a handheld mirror and do it off camera. I'm so sorry, guys. I know you want to see a wing. Now I'm just going through my brows with some brown mascara. And I'm going to remove the tape and just clean up my under eye and my wing with a makeup wipe. I'm using the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Makeup Wipes. I have a bunch of these in different types that I got on a Facebook bundle. I really love them. They've replaced all the other makeup wipes that I used to use. Now I'm moving into my face. I'm going to go in with some moisturizer, and as usual, I'm using my Clean and Clear moisturizer. And then to prime my skin, I'm going to use the CoverGirl True Blend Smoothing Primer. And I'm going to press into the center of my face because that's the part of my skin that needs the most smoothing. And then with what's left over, I'm going to take it and rub it around the rest of my face. For foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in 109 Classic Tan mixed with some Cover FX illuminating drops in Candlelight. And I'm blending all of this in with an Eco Tools blending sponge. This has replaced my beauty blender because it is so soft and amazing, and I'm in love with the shape of it. Due to recent controversies with Beauty Blender's shade range, I'm trying to discover new sponges because if a brand doesn't cater to people with my skin tone, I don't buy from that brand. So Tarte got canceled a long time ago, and now Beauty Blender just got canceled too. So I've been searching for sponges to replace my Beauty Blender, and this Eco Tools one is amazing. It's like $4.50 and it is so soft, and the shape is amazing, and I can't say enough good things about this blender. Now I'm going in with concealer. I'm mixing the LA Girl Pro Conceal in medium beige and the Wet n Wild's Photo Focus concealer in medium deep. And I'm putting it on all my highlighted areas. I'm putting it under my eye. I'm not taking it past where my eyebrows end because I don't want to make my face look any whiter than it already is. This is a trick I picked up from Yuki on YouTube, and it's been really good so far. And I'm putting it on the bridge of my nose, my chin, and my forehead. And then I'm just taking that lighter concealer and putting a little bit of it on the inner corner of my eye, on the tip of my nose, and just a little bit on my forehead and my chin. And I'm going to blend this all in with my Eco Tool sponge. And you can see me taking advantage of the different shapes right now because the flat edge is so good for blending out your nose, and then the sides are so good for under your nose and under your eyes. Next, I'm grabbing a fluffy brush from Eco Tools, and I'm just blending out my inner corners and right underneath my eyes so that I can avoid creasing. Next, I'm going in with the Fit Me Loose Powder in 30. This is my favorite loose powder. This has replaced every other loose powder I used to use. This replaced my Ben Nye banana powder, my LA Girl banana powder, my Ruby Kisses. This replaced all of that. I've never really used translucent powders. I've always used banana powders, but this is my new favorite. It's not in a banana shade, but the skin color is perfect. It's like my exact highlight color. Next, I'm going to spray my face with some Mario Badescu facial spray. This is the cucumber one. He has so many different scents, and they all smell amazing, and they're really good, and they're pretty affordable. They're in Ulta. You can get a small one for $7 and a big one for like $12, I think. I'm putting on some chapstick, and then I'm gonna do my lower lash line. I'm gonna line my eyes with this black. My eyes have been watering a lot lately, so I'm trying to avoid using actual liners. So I'm just taking an angled brush and I'm pressing this black as close to my lash line as possible without actually getting it into my waterline. And I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. I'm going to use these illuminating drops again, and I'm just going to put them on all my highlighted areas, and I'm going to blend them in with my sponge just to put on a base for my highlighter so that I look extra glowy, because your girl loves to glow. Next, I'm taking this red shade as well as this light brown shade, and I'm mixing them together on a pencil brush from Eco Tools, and I'm blending them underneath my lower lash line. And I'm using a lot, and I'm really building on the intensity, especially on the outer corner of my eye. Next, I'm grabbing an e.l.f. contour brush. It's called a contour brush, but it's for your eyes. And I'm blending out my lines. Now, I just did some mascara off camera, and I'm going in with this Anastasia bronzer. And I'm just going to bronze up the cheekbones, my temples, the usual bronze areas. And I'm going to do the bottom of my nose and underneath my lip. And then I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. mineral powder brush, and I'm going to really contour the really high points of my cheekbones and my nose as well. And I'm just using a powder brush to blend everything out. Next, I'm going in with this e.l.f. golden bronzer. It is not a bronzer for anybody with less than pale skin tone, but it makes a really good highlighter. So I'm just using it on all my highlighted areas, and you guys know I love to overuse highlighter on my forehead and my chin, so yeah. And I'm gonna blend it out with a brush and my beauty blender. And I'm just blending out my contour again. And I'm going to spray my face with some setting spray and let it dry. And intensify the highlighter a little bit. And blend it out. Next, I'm going in with this LA Girl Matte Flat Pigment Lip Gloss. It's just a liquid lipstick. It's like a deep red burgundy shade. I always forget the name, but I'm going to list it in the description box below. And I'm just using it to fill in my lips. I'm not using a lip liner. And I'm going to go in with what's left on my highlighter brush just to highlight my Cupid's bow. And I'm going to spray my face again, let it dry, and that completes this look, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and like my Facebook page if you like this video. Bye!